Another 48 Hours is a 1990 buddy cop sequel directed by Walter Hill and starring Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte, Brion James, Ed Ross, Kevin Tighe, David Anthony Marshall, Andrew Divoff, Ted Markland, Tisha Campbell, and Bernie Casey. This time, Eddie Murphy gets top billing. The film opens at a lonely bar in the desert. This guy arrives and we can get the movie going. Nope, he's waiting for another guy to show up. This is going to be fun. All these guys look alike. The trio discuss a hit they're supposed to pull, and oh shit, the target is Reggie Hammond. And in usual fashion, the cops arrive to harass these three gentlemen minding their own damn business. Seriously, would a gunshot throw a person that far? And Price has the bartender put it on his tab. It's the motocross speedway, and I guess this guy is also in on the Reggie Hammond hit. Why does this happen in movies? It's not like you hire two roofers and whoever gets the job done first gets the pay. Jack moves in for the bust and... whoops! The chase is on and Jack says, oh, fuck it. Later, as they investigate, Internal Affairs questions how Jack operated since they can't find the crispy gentleman's gun.
Blake Wilson, Internal Affairs. Seems like I'm always running into you, Jack.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're asshole of the film.
What'd you do now, Jack?
I was on a stakeout. I was getting real close and nailing these.
Close? Oh, the Iceman, right?
Yeah, goddammit, the Iceman. I tell you, I'm getting real close. I'm gonna nail these guys.
For you.
Iceman? What a generic fucking name.
Look, a cop is a guy. A guy sometimes steps on his dick. You think maybe today you were pushing a little too hard trying to make something work and you stepped on your dick?
Honestly, if Jack could step on his dick, he wouldn't be a police detective. He'd be doing porn. Jack heads to prison to talk to Reggie and get an assist, but Reggie is getting released tomorrow and doesn't really give a shit, so Jack holds up the money from the first film.
Hey, Jack, I gave you that money in good faith. But you told me I could fucking trust you. Now you gonna tell me after all this shit I can't have my money?
Does that mean no? Remember? He sang that in the first movie. Elsewhere, the biker gang goes to a bar and Price meets with Burroughs.
All I'm supposed to do is to tell you to take precautions. We tried to get you some backup, but he got barbecued at a racetrack.
Damn.
My friend and I just came into town. We're looking for a whore that works here.
Charming. Meanwhile, Jack is fucked.
This review board cannot help but rule that the shooting was a wrongful action.
Like this movie. Reggie is getting released and stops to talk to Bernie Casey. Hi, UN! Jack shows up and tells Reggie that there's a hit on his ass, but Reggie continues to give no shits and boards a bus for San Francisco. Man, Jack still drives for shit. He stops at a diner and then... Hey, 26 minutes. Thanks for the short flick.
Wow! Wow! Want to kiss myself? God! Well, and I got the feeling.
Let's reuse an old SNL bit. They shoot up the bus, killing the driver, and Reggie's day gets even worse. They're about to kill Reggie, but then they run away. Jack remembered protection.
Look, you might have a slight concussion or subdural hematoma. Either way, you're one lucky man. We're going to hold you overnight. We'll know more in the morning.
No, y'all ain't holding me overnight. No place. Me and my subdural hematoma going home, man.
You'll notice the doctor just kept on walking out. He could give two shits less what was said.
You know what that guy was in the joint for? That son of a bitch is a child molester. He's involved in kiddie porn. Now I gotta get him back to San Francisco by tonight.
Jesus! Jack works out and Reggie is released into Jack's custody.
Why don't you ask that guy who you got my picture of?
He's not talking real good anymore. I killed him.
That's very smooth, Jack. What, they pay you by the pound now?
They head out and start up right where they left off in the previous movie.
You got the same car, same clothes. You got the same girl, too?
Wayne? Ah, hell, I don't want to talk about this shit.
Well, it's good. Keep it all balled up like a knife.
Annette O'Toole wouldn't come back, would she? Either that or they thought there were too many women in the first movie because this one's going to be pure sausage fest. They get to Jack's house where Reggie's car has been parked.
You know how much pussy I got because of that car?
Whoops! Neighbors are gonna be pissed. Look at that parking job.
Hey, your friend's not too smart.
Yeah, I know he's a big dumbass cop named Jack Cates.
Tell Cates to stop parking in front of the station.
Wouldn't that cop know whose car that is? Wilson stops Jack and blames him for the car exploding in front of his own fucking house, then demands he turn in his shit. Look at that mouse. What the hell is he doing, playing Mario Paint? Reggie then informs Jack that the mysterious Iceman is who he and Gans robbed all those years ago.
Hey, man, I recognize one of those bikers that attacked the bus today. His name is Cherry Gans, the fucking lunatic. He's Gans' brother.
Gans' brother?
Yes, he make Gans look like Gandhi.
Gans' brother? Oh boy, let's run with that fucking cliche. They head the Barnstormers looking for Angel, but all they find is hot 80s sax, even though it's 1990. This is not the genre of music I would expect at a place called Barnstormers. Jack asks some questions, then meets an old friend.
I got 2 years. Oh, come on, give me a break. I don't want to get in a bar fight. People are always getting in bar fights. It's a damn cliche.
Nick Nolte is stealing my bit. There's a bar fight and holy shit! Reggie bolts and we get a conversation between Reggie and Bernie Casey that tells us jack shit. Speaking of Jack, he heads to Angel's place and hey, it's Reggie. Hickok is upstairs getting his dick wet as Reggie checks things out. Oh, Gans is there too. Then the shootout begins. Just a reminder that the target took the weapon away from the hitman, meaning that the hitman sucks. Are there windows in this porn theater? That's not how movie theaters work. Look at that phone. Angel gives him Price's name and then they go talk to Bernie Casey, who is reasonable and very helpful.
Repay your debt to me!
Holy shit! Meanwhile, Price is fucking dead. Reggie then blurts this out.
The Iceman's a cop.
This leads Jack to think it's Wilson, so they head to the hearing that Jack obviously blew off to have Reggie ID him.
No, it's some other guy.
Jack gives Reggie the money, then Reggie delivers a cut to Bernie Casey's daughter to pay off his debt.
No, maybe. You should go see him.
Whoops!
Yeah.
We got Hammond.
Good. Is he dead yet?
Plot twist!
Hey, Jack, this just came in. Some guy named Burroughs looks just like the guy you were after. They found him dead in the mission a little while ago.
What does he care? He's fired! But does lead to Jack figuring it out. Cruz heads to the birdcage to deliver the money and plot twist!
Hey, man, what's this guy doing here? Thought you said the Iceman was gonna bring you your money. That guy ain't the Iceman.
Then Jack shows up.
That's him. That's the Iceman right there.
Pretty good, Jack.
Plot twist! Then the shooting starts. Why would you jump out like that? It's like saying, here, shoot me. Look at that face.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
And now it's time to totally rip off the first film's ending.
Look, this is Jack's day. Why don't you just let Jack shoot me? Save your bullets. Jack, why don't you shoot me? Shoot me, Jack!
Holy shit! Yep, that was the first film's ending, alright. Outside, he tells Reggie, here's $500,000 taken from the Iceman. That's dangerous. This is a remake of the first film. I honestly had a thought of taking the original review, dumping new clips in, and then overdubbing the names. It's that fucking close. Another 48 Hours isn't as lively as the first film. It had been 8 years, and how many buddy cop pictures had come out in that period of time? It really needed to bring something new to the table. And it failed. Didn't bring anything. The original cut of the film was 2.5 hours, with Walter Hill cutting out half an hour. Then Paramount got squeamish and cut another half hour out, knocking it down to around 90 minutes. Maybe that's the reason why instead of feeling like 48 hours, it feels more like 29.
Hey! What was that for? That was for the basketball.